Let me talk to you.
About what?
You might think you're a big deal with all this talk of #1 draft picks.
You?
So you're not a dummy after all. There's a pecking order.
Hey, glad we could finally catch up. It's been an interesting week after what Triple H said on Raw.
What do you mean?
He basically anointed you the first overall pick in the draft. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 to Raw.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
True. Adam Pearce could do something stupid and select someone else. But if tonight is your last night on SmackDown, I just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and speaking of the draft, just a friendly piece of advice. Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire, and sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, if you did lose tonight, maybe that would cause you to slip to me.
It's a man who might be saying farewell to SmackDown here tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, a superstar!
He's got to have a lot of emotions as he walks toward the ring. He really built his name here on SmackDown, so it must feel bittersweet if this really is goodbye.
He's a competitor, Saxton, and if he truly is the #1 pick at the draft next week, it's because he worked hard here on SmackDown to earn it. Bittersweet, maybe, but also justified and well-deserved. Here comes one of the most decorated competitors in WWE history.
An A-lister of sports entertainment.
And his opponent, residing in Hollywood.
While Miz's opponent wants to showcase himself before the draft, you got to think he also wouldn't mind getting a few last shots in on the A-lister as well.
For sure, Cole. During Miz's stint as SmackDown General Manager, it seems like he was more interested in making enemies than matches.
I don't think it was intentional, Corey. Some superstars are naturally gifted potential top draft picks. The Miz is a naturally gifted nuisance.
Solid punch. Oh, look at this. Showing off with a big flex. And then a kick to the back.
Oh, look at this power. Uh-oh.
With the cover, he's going for it. What reflexes.
Looking for the...
He cuts the pin attempt short.
And there's a neck breaker.
The Miz at the complete mercy of his opponent.
Not an A-list performance here from Miz. Discus punch.
I think he really felt that one.
I don't think he's going to give up so easily, though.
Slam. Now shoulders down.
Here we go. Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough. Double axe handle. Oof.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Ooh. Counter. Saw it coming.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
And now he's just facing an unyielding assault.
He's definitely running into a roadblock here.
What a shoulder block.
Ooh.
Hooked up.
DDT.
Brutal stomp to the body.
And then the chest as well. Got out of the way, but can he capitalize?
Had Miz's playbook scouted.
German suplex. But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
Uh-oh. The end of days.
Oh, look out, Miz. Miz doesn't know where he is.
Think of your family.
An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner,
And that is exactly why everyone's been talking about this guy going #1. He made The Miz look like an amateur out there.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he definitely proved himself as a more complete talent in the ring tonight. What that means for the draft, we'll have to wait and see.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors this SmackDown superstar will be changing brands as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I should have known. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. If I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft, and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here on Raw? Maybe I would have been better off staying on SmackDown.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good...
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties.
I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that.
Hey, you alright?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little...
You got any idea who was under that mask?
I do not. However, since I got promoted, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live...
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself. Because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live...
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Here's your punching bag for the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck!
I'm not really fond of most local competitors, but this is more like it. What was this guy's MMA record, Saxton?
0-12 in professional fights and one draw that was overturned to a loss.
Of course. Why do these guys do this to themselves? Or to me, rather?
The first overall draft pick is ready for action.
And
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he's drafted.
Rolling power slam! Down for the pin. Lifts up the shoulder.
He needs a little more than that to end things this early.
Big boot. Vicious.
Kick to the lower gut. Oh, this is not going to end well at all.
Look at the positioning and the impact.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
2. He gets the shoulder up at 2.
Couldn't quite slam the door yet.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
He's still reeling, and more punishment is incoming. Nobody home. Oh, he slips out of harm's way.
Calculating the next move here. Return fire on Adrian.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now. Oh, my! Discus punch.
Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you take off. Completely missed the mark there.
What a counter. Oh, and a roll through on a kick.
Cover. Could this be it?
And watch this.
Why'd he do that? What's going on?
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
Buck comes right back at him. Indy counters.
Huge boot.
What are they going to do here?
We're about to find out.
Corey, this can't be good.
Backbreaker. And it's not over yet.
A second time.
That kind of power can send shockwaves through your whole body.
German suplex. But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target. Setting it up.
Brain buster.
Buck looks knocked out.
And then quickly the cover.
2.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we going to do with him? We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind it.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I would.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 200.
Everybody show some respect for the Don.
And his opponent, representing the family, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Boom, sent flying.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses.
Right into a kick. D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Spine buster.
There was no respect for D'Angelo with that move. Oh.
Hooked up, driven down. Deadlifted clean off of the mat. What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there. Enziguri right on the mark. Crushing the knee there. Check out this power all the way up.
Sit out powerbomb.
He's getting completely overwhelmed now.
It seems like he has no way to escape here.
D'Angelo is really leaking now.
Right into the shoulder. That's gotta hurt.
In full control of their opponent with more in mind. Discus punch. We can sense the whole WWE Universe behind him right now. He might be getting up, but it doesn't look like it will be for long. Suicide!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
A terrible miscalculation. Missing a move like that can cost you more than the match.
Tossed back into the ring. And he's going to the top.
This could be spectacular. 450 Dragon Rana.
I don't know why he just called off the pin attempt.
Hopefully he has a strategy.
Oh, D'Angelo anticipated that.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in.
Flying. What? Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Oh, watch this display of power.
Now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Enzuigiri! Ending up in harm's way yet again.
This could be the defining moment of this match for him. What does he do now?
And it's scouted. Now can capitalize. And Tony didn't see that coming. Pump handle here. Oh, better end.
That was the most dangerous position for any competitor to ever be in. You gotta hope there was no irreparable damage done.
Tony is completely out of sorts here.
There it is. D'Angelo down, and he might be out. Looking to capitalize on that move.
Oh, he kicked out.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This...
Better. Ropes forced to break.
That'll give him a sense of relief.
Handspring Enzuigiri right on the mark.
Now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Look at this raw power. Kidding me. Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from MMA.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem, but are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only, to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit.
All right, show Sammy why you're the only person on Earth I'd bring in here to watch my back. Hell yeah! You dominated in the cage, now you're dominating in the ring. Stay aggressive, but don't get careless.
What?
Mix up your attacks. Keep them guessing.
One.
Stay calm and control the pace. Don't let them get in your head. Stay strong.
One.
Use your striking to set up a grapple.
1, 2.
You're gonna fit in just fine here. Doing great. Keep pushing.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
Alright, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Naples, Italy, Jade Selena.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
And her opponent isn't going to hand her a fast win.
Clothesline to the back of the neck. Turns that back on Zelina. That's going to hurt.
She's looking to the WWE Universe for support.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Terrible landing on the outside.
A gnarly landing. That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
An all-around bad decision.
Heading up to the top turnbuckle.
Off the top.
Diving arm drag. Beautiful. Quick reflexes so important in a match like this.
Basement drop kick to the back.
And Vega gets contested there. She's got big plans. Check your face after that one. This could do it. And she breaks free before a 1 count.
Well, she thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
She's out of the ring. The referee's count will begin soon. And now headed to the outside. Boom!
So focused on just pummeling the leg there. An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from balance to mobility. It can drastically limit you inside the ring.
Blast off!
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin. Impressive to not even allow a 2 count at this juncture.
And here we go. Single leg crab.
Single leg Boston Crab is in tight. Submission locked.
She had a counter plan. Straight into the pin. Countered into a new cover.
An easy kick out there. She just shocked everyone in the ring.
DDT! Hands up into the cover, but is it enough? Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
Those 1 counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Oh, kick right to the spine. She's looking winded now.
Yeah, but you know this one is still up in the air.
It knew what was coming there.
What a kick. Standing shooting star press. Oh, this could be something. Oh, God. Zelina is in big trouble.
This one is over.
Here is your winner, Jade Zelina.
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin.
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champ... From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Nap time!
Oh my, what a splash! Ow! Foot, meet back.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our... There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and JC Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history. The big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware? And the DDT!
Drop kicked all the way to the floor.
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, right to the body. Working in perfect cohesion, the champions have a strategy in mind. The champ probably hoping that emphatic attacks like that will keep them in control here.
Knee strike.
And he's ready to switch things up, tagging out.
Oh, my God, what a forearm!
Right to the jaw.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here. Standing shooting star press, incredible.
Speed kills, and no one knows that better than the champion. Wheelbarrow position.
Into a flapjack. Impressive.
In a well-timed counter.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
The challenger might be rethinking his title match. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity Tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
What the hell's going on around here today? All the suits look like a donkey kicked them in their tender bits.
That is a very specific analogy, but the reason everyone's upset is Mutiny is creating their own title, the NXT Mutiny Championship.
Why should we care? It'll go right down the memory hole with the multiversal Infinite Championship and every other fake belt in history.
We're already bleeding superstars to their side. An NXT Mutiny champion gives them even more credibility. I tried to get Triple H to stop them, but he hasn't even returned my call. If Mutiny keeps gaining momentum, I'm on track to be the last GM of Raw, which is a distinction I'd prefer to avoid.
I'm not looking to be your last #1 draft pick, either.
What can we do at this point other than sit back and watch?
My partner and me took their Unity belts. How about I go down there, win their made-up tinfoil title myself, and show them exactly what I think about it?
That's borderline nuts. We're in a war, and you'd be walking behind enemy lines without any backup.
I don't need any backup.
I can't officially sanction this, but it sure would make an impression. And if somehow you pulled it off, it might turn the tide of the whole war. You sure you want to do this?
Let's roll. I'm going to walk into Mutiny's house, put my feet up on their couch, and serve them a case of frosty Stone Cold Steve Austin style whoop-ass.
Hell yeah.
Coffey getting ready for a battle against Nathan Frazier.
I hope they tear each other apart.
What the hell? One half of the Unity champions just tossed Nathan Frazier aside like a sack of wheat.
It looks like the Unity champ is going after Coffey next.
And the referee's going to let this one go. We have a new matchup, guys.
What we have is a fight.
This wasn't a scheduled match, but it looks like we're going to get it nonetheless.
It looks to me like Mark Coffey's about to become the second member.
Setting it up. Brain buster.
Mark is out. That's it.
Enziguri.
And Coffey is laid out.
And right into the cover.
Might end this.
Coffey's been defeated, but apparently that isn't enough for the WWE loyalist.
He's kicking Coffey right out of the ring. It looks like the Unity Tag Champ has something to say.
Everybody in this building knows I go where I want to, when I want to. So when I heard Mutiny was getting big ideas about making up their own title, there was only one place I was gonna be. And that's right here in NXT Mutiny. I just obliterated 2 of your guys, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of your damn roster if I have to. Because that mail order belt, I'm taking it just like me and my partner took the Unity titles. So go ahead and...
You knew this had to be coming.
Kevin Owens is one of the leaders of NXT Mutiny, and he has heard enough.
When you came out here like a tough guy jumping people from behind, I thought about sending the entire locker room out to smash you like the tackling dummy that you are. But I have a better idea. See, I'm not going to let some WWE poster boy ruin our show. You want this mail order belt that's about to become the most valuable prize in the business? Then all you have to do is compete in our main event tonight. A qualifying gauntlet match.
One of the biggest superstars in WWE is going to main event NXT Mutiny in a gauntlet match.
And if he wins, he'll have a shot at being the first ever NXT Mutiny champion.